give a huge shout out to Nikita, because I don't know about this, but let's get into our first week. So welcome, guys. Wanted to say thank you so much for jumping on. Tonight we're actually training you on how to share your story. So I'm going to share my story. I'm going to show you and point you in the right direction on how to find the template to work on your story, and then we're going to hear from one of our other leaders on their story, so you can hear a couple of different stories and how to find it and how to workshop it. So I'm going to share with you my screen, show you exactly where and how to find it. So what we're going to do is go to isagenicsbusiness.com. business.com. That's good. Okay, it should be coming up in a second. All right. isagenicsbusiness.com. As you'll see up here, we've got home, start here, IsaLife plan training. We're going to go to tools. So click on tools. You're going to go over here to tools and PDFs. And you're going to work your way down through the tools and PDF to develop your story. So let's click on develop your story. And this is by far the most important thing when it comes to sharing and building an Isagenix business. The reason why is stories sell and facts tell. So we want to be able to share our story authentically in a snapshot. So the word is a snapshot. So 30 seconds, it's 30 seconds for a reason. I'm just going to quickly go through with you the simplicity of creating your story. So if you're watching along, I want you to look at this, and if you want to jot this down, you can as we go. But ideally, we want to focus on 3 pain points that you had prior to starting Isagenix. So before Isagenix, you had a pain point of maybe you were feeling sluggish. Pain point number 2 might have been you didn't like what you saw in the mirror. Pain point number 3 might be that you weren't spending enough time with your children because you're working too long. So working too much. You're looking for 3 pain points before starting Isagenix. You were then introduced to Isagenix by, you've been using the products for how long? And as a result, you then want to tell people, as a result, what are those 3 things? How have those 3 pain points been improved? And then now you believe. So in 30 seconds, we want to be able to share our story in a snapshot to bumping into someone, your best friends, you're at a barbecue, and someone asks you, oh my God, you're looking amazing. You want to share in a snapshot what's going on for you. So I'm going to share with you my story. So before starting nutritional cleansing or before starting Isagenix, I was burnt out. I was reliant on coffee and I was waking up as if it was the end of the day. I was introduced to Isagenix by a good friend of mine, Rachel Bedretti. I've now been using the products for over 4 years, and as a result, I bounce out of bed. My energy is sustained all the way through the day, and I now have coffee as a treat. I now believe that every single person deserves to understand how incredible Isagenix is. So that's my story. It's a snapshot. There are so many different stories that you can use. So if someone is looking at this from an income side of things, you can share your income story. If someone's looking at this from a weight loss or a more energy, you can share your weight loss or your energy story with them. But if you can understand your story and get it to a point where anyone can ask you about your story and you can share with them in a snapshot, because the reality is no one really cares about your story. But what they care about is how your story can change their life. All right. So it's a really simple template. I want you guys after tonight, if you have not practiced your 30-second story, download that and start practicing it, and start practicing it on your family and friends. Just ask them, is it okay if I share my story with you? I just need some practice. So it's a really good way of letting people know what you're doing without actually asking them to start with you. Just getting in the practice, they'll ask you what you're doing and they'll want to know more just by you sharing with them. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to ask the beautiful Sheridan Goodall to share her 30-second story with us. Where are you, Shezzy?
Here I am. I'm like, who's
Hey,
Sheridan?
Shez.
No one ever calls me Sheridan Goodall unless I'm in trouble. So, okay, so I'm going to share my...
Hey, remember, we've got thousands of people watching this recording. We've got thousands of people watching it. They need to find you on Facebook.
Yeah, true that. True. Okay, so before I was introduced to this amazing company, I was a stay-at-home mum of 3 kids at school, and I just was not lit up. I had no energy and motivation to do anything well. I knew that I wanted to contribute to our income, but I didn't know how. And I had no real vision for my family and where we would be in 5 years' time. I met the gorgeous Rach McConnell in the park, and because she's such an amazing connector, it didn't take her long to see what she could offer me. So she offered me a solution both for my health and for the income. So as a result, I absolutely love getting out of bed every day to support and inspire other people. I'm earning an income each week, which just takes that stress away from our family a little bit and gives us more choice. And now we have a vision board that includes not only myself, but me and my husband as a couple, and also my 3 kids as well as a family. So I'm super excited to share this with other families to, you know, see what they can achieve in the next 5 years.
Fantastic, Shezzy. Thank you so much for sharing. Amazing. And, you know, Shez has practiced her 30-second story over and over and over.
And that was a new one.
And that was a new one, just off the cuff. So, you know, your story is going to continually evolve. You might start with a weight loss story, and 2 years down the track, you're sharing an income story. So just know that your story will evolve and develop. But the really cool thing is that use the templates, follow the templates, practice with your upline, practice with the person that got you started, and you are going to have amazing results when it comes to sharing your story. So I would urge you from here is to practice your story, practice with your upline and leader, and then go out and practice on the people that you care most about. Because when you share your story with no transaction in mind, so not trying to get them started in your business, just share your story, they will always ask you, so how have you done that? What have you done? Please tell me more. And that's where you can elaborate your story. So, awesome work. That is how you share your story. And more importantly, that is how you find where the template is for sharing your story. So go through that, practice it. Hopefully that really helps. So, Fawn, thank you so much for recording that. We can stop the recording now.